Welcome to Tender Heart. Families are an important part of all our lives, especially parents and grandparents who love us, cherish us, nourish us, and make us into the people that we are today. And when they grow old, they may expect us to give them the same love and care in the last phase of their lives. But some children do not just stay with their elders for love. Some of them may have ulterior motives. In today's video, we are telling you one such story of how inheritance made a granddaughter become so greedy and how a grandmother found out. But before we continue this story, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so you get updated every time we post new videos. With that said, let's dive right into it. There once was a sweet old woman named Sarah who was abandoned by her family and relatives when she landed up in the hospital with the doctor saying that she'd not be able to resist her weakness and only a few days left. Nobody really wanted to be the one to be present when she was gone, to do the final goodbye, but surprisingly, she got better. She recovered and returned to her home, where she tried to continue her life in a normal way, taking care of her garden, planting vegetables, some crops, raising livestock. Now, she did not have any expectations from her family to return to live with her. She learned to be happy alone. When she wasn't feeling the best or her legs pained, the neighborhood children always came to her and helped her in the garden next to her house. There it was, a large green house, which once grew a lot of vegetables and fruit. The woman had a prosperous business and all the villagers always helped her. But suddenly one day the grandmother fell ill and was unable to leave the house. Fortunately, her neighbor Teresa, who was her only best friend, noticed and started taking care of her from that day onward. She helped her on all of her chores, especially on her difficult days. But one day, something very unusual happened. A very beautiful young woman called Beatrice came to Sarah's house and told Teresa that she was Sarah's granddaughter and had come to check on her health. Teresa was confused of the sudden appearance, but also very happy for Sarah. Sarah opened the door and was amazed when she saw her beautiful granddaughter, Beatrice, who had changed so much during the last 10 years when she had not met her. She was happy that her granddaughter had come to stay with her over the summer. The grandmother used to spend most of her day with Beatrice, telling her what had happened with her in the past. While Beatrice listened to her, she always seemed uninterested and bored. The only time she seemed to actually be listening was when she asked Sarah about all the money she owned, and all the land she had, the livestock she wanted to sell, etc. As time passed, Sarah learned that Beatrice was on her way to becoming a famous fashion designer in the future, but was currently looking to find huge funds to start her own projects. And that is when she realized that her granddaughter did not come to live with her out of love or concern. She was just here for the sake of her inheritance, and was probably desperately waiting for her to die. She told her worries to Teresa and they hatched a plan. Sarah then told Beatrice that the doctor has informed her that she was in perfect health now because she had put all her money into the treatment over the last 10 years. Now she was healthy and wanted to come live with Beatrice in the city permanently. The young woman was shocked to her that the inheritance was so badly wanted was nowhere to be found. She was enraged and refused Sarah's offer to live with her in the city completely, saying that she had her own personal life and that Sarah could not be a part of it. Beatrice soon left for the city and did not call her grandmother again, ever. A few days later, Sarah's condition worsened, and Teresa took her to the doctor, where she breathed her last breath. Later, while her will was read, everybody found out that she had left all her property to Teresa, including the large amount of money she kept in the bank. Sarah made sure that her grandchildren did not get even a penny out of her money. This is the story that tells you that greed never does you any good, and loving your family when they're old and gray is the biggest virtue. What do you think of the story? Tell us in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and like the video too. I'll see you in the next video with more exciting topics. See ya!